There we are. Let's go on our voyage looking for the naughty knots. A naughty knot is a knot that we can't untie, and it keeps appearing in different forms. Movies are my favorite naughty knots. A naughty knot, Oscar-winning movies, that is, not the B movies, but a naughty movie, whoa, a naughty knot is a movie with an ambiguity in it, a puzzle, a knot, through which the hero must pass. Mission Impossible. Tom Cruise, every movie is a knot. He's got a perfect plan. The plan fails. Now he's in a knot where nothing he does is any good. How does he get out? Indiana Jones, one knot after another. Killing Eve, the whole movie was a knot. Did you watch that movie? And Catch-22. Now there's a knot. See, all of these movies are naughty knots, and they're naughty because they keep reappearing in the movies and in your life as if they were a new knot. But it's the same knot. The knot in the movie, like Apocalypse Now, and the knot in your marriage is the same knot. But we think they're different. We think they're over there. And we want instructions. Does this knot have a manual? Do you have any instructions for this knot? Maybe this guru will give me some instructions. How about some tips? Do you have any tips to untie this knot? Or we watch a movie, we go to the movie critic. Oh, he'll tell you what the knot is. Oh, we see this is the knot that the American mind is tied in, like a straitjacket, kind of like James Bond tied in a knot. James Bond, one knot after another. We think they're new knots. That's why we're interested in it. They're new knots, but it's the same knot. It's the same knot, yet it comes in a new form. And we don't see it because we don't understand the universal knot. We don't understand the knot of our consciousness. We see the knot in the movie, the knot in my lawnmower that I can't fix, the knot in my marriage. All these knots are over there. We look for the knot in the wrong place. The knot is in your mind. The knot is the very knot of our consciousness. Human consciousness is a knot. Excuse me. We have moments when there's no knot. Oh, and everything is okay. No knots. I'm home. No knots. I'm on vacation. No knots. I got a new job. And for a couple of days, no knots. I get a new car, and for a while, no wobbles, no knots, you see. So we're constantly striving for a knotless situation, but damn, it's just the knot appears. Life is just one damn knot after another. And we can't untie these knots because we think they're all different knots. We think we're facing the knot for the first time. This is a new knot. I've never seen this before. So we go find it, go on the internet and find a recipe for this knot. It might be a body knot, it might be a mind knot, psychological, might be a political knot or whatever. Knots, 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 everywhere, knots, knots, knots. And not a straight line to keep. That's funny. Knots, knots everywhere, and not a straight line to keep. So how do we get straight? You know, that's a good phrase. We want, how do I get straight? How do I go straight? There's a good Zen cone. Zen cones are all knots, but they are the knot of knots. A Zen cone is the knot of knots. If you could untie a Zen cone, you can untie every knot. If you can untie a Zen cone, you can untie every knot when you encounter it. Oh, I've got a joke I got to share with you. Oh, God damn. So I was going to a dermatologist who collected frogs, and he was retiring. And everybody had given this guy a frog. His office was full of frogs. And I said, I've got a frog for you. It's a brass frog. And I said, this frog here, if you will fuck all those other frogs. We roared with laughter. Okay, back to the knots. Well, let's take a movie. Let's take a movie like Apocalypse Now. Colonel Kurtz was caught in a knot at headwaters of the river. The knots are always at the headwaters of the river. If you can go back to the headwaters of your river, you'll find the knot that's tying up your life. You'll find the knot keeps reappearing through all of your situations, outside and inside. See, knots are outside or inside. Not in my mind. My mind keeps going wah, 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 wah. It's called a monologue, duologue, where you keep thinking the same thoughts over and over again in a circle, but you can't get out. Or a knot in the world. I got a knot with my boss, you see. So the knots are external and the knots are internal, objective and subjective. But the zen of the knot is that it's the same knot. It's the same knot. So if you could find the eternal knot, the naughty knot, you see, that's the naughty knot. If you could find that, you could discover how to free all the knots. So let's look at Apocalypse Now. That's a great knot. So there was a knot at the headwaters of the river. This Colonel Kurtz. Remember that? And so Colonel Williams was sent on a mission to go up to the headwaters of the river and release this knot. Either bring Colonel Kurtz back or kill him or something. But Vietnam was dammed up, you see. Vietnam was dammed up in a knot. And Colonel Kurtz had gone to the headwaters of the river, and he was stuck there in the knot. He was like, and a lot of his images and the photography of Brando, of the horror, it's like he was buried in a coffin alive. Lying there in the coffin, the horror. That is the greatest horror. That is the nightmare. That is worse than a nightmare, to wake up in a coffin, buried alive, like in Kill Bill. How do you get out, you see? That is, so these movies all create knots like that. And so Apocalypse Now was the knot of Vietnam, but it was also the knot of life itself. So all movies are double knots. They're situational knots, but they're also universal knots. So this is what I work with, the universal knot of all movies. All local knots are universal. All local gods are one God. All local knots are one knot. So this is the ambiguity of the knot. It's both internal and external. Let's get back before we run out of time, the Apocalypse Now. So Colonel Williams goes and he finds that Colonel Kurtz is trapped in ambiguity. Everything at the headwaters of the river, at the camp of Colonel Kurtz, was ambiguous. Everything was turning into its own opposites. It was insane. It was sane. You didn't know which. Is this madness or sanity? It was stuckness. It was stuck in ambiguity. So how did Colonel Williams get out of ambiguity? How did he get unstuck? He had to make the act of truth. He had to make the act that was free from morality, which is a knot. Morality is a knot, Anyway, so he rises out of the river as a pagan, all painted, and he kills Colonel Kurtz. Not from he rose. It was a pure act. It was only through a pure action, the act of truth, that you get out of the knot of ambiguity. But now we're out of time, so I'll pick this up again. Well, everything. It's always, all my talks are the same knot. I just keep working at it from a different angle. So subscribe. Follow my knots. You might find one that unties your knots. Thanks.